Okay, now we know that this is King Day weekend. If those people that don't know what it is, you've been living under a rock. January 16th is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a national holiday designated to honor the legacy of the civil rights leader and to continue his work. Now in Philly, MLK Day has sprouted into a whole weekend that includes music, art, readings, and more. And there's a lot of things that are happening throughout Philadelphia. And we always got to remember the cause that Dr. King was striving for in this country. And, gentlemen, please add your commentary to MLK Day and what it means to both of you.
Martin Luther King's birthday is a time for reflection. It's definitely a time for reflection. I mean, I feel as though it's not as strong as it was back in the 80s, but I think it still has its relevance, and we still need to honor that day. And we need to really sit back and say to ourselves, when I look at Martin Luther King's bio, man, I mean, that man did a lot within a short amount of time. I mean, I never heard of a 15-year-old graduate from college, man. I never heard of that. That was, especially at that particular time. And to be able to have that type of charisma, to be able to move a nation and to move a whole entire world, that right there tells me, he was definitely cut from a different fabric, as we may say.
The Martin Luther King Day of Service is billed as the largest Dr. King Day event in the nation. And in the greater Philadelphia area, there's tons of opportunities to learn, to build, clean, and help during the 16th of January within the city and beyond. So what does King Day mean to you, GPS?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Usually it's just another day off for me.
But see, remember they said it's not a day off, it's a day on, as the slogan goes now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a day on. And I'm going to say that because Dr. King was about advancing, particularly black people, figure out where you are right now today. Where do you want to be next year? Where were you last year? Has there been any movement? Maybe there's some adjustments and things that need to happen so that you can get to wherever you're trying to go. Or if you ain't trying to go nowhere, well, be honest and live with that. But that's how I see it.
Okay. Do you think that looking in the state of 2022, 2023, what we're in now, what would Dr. King's reaction be to everything that's happening in this country?
Oh, God, dude. If the bullet didn't put him in the grave, this series of events probably would have. The fact that you still have racism, like, although it is a little, I guess, overt, what I'm looking for.
Okay.
It's still there. And then when it comes out, it's just really out. I guess he would just keep on saying what he's been saying and keep on trying to reason with folks who, sometimes don't want to be reasoned with. Or it takes something outstanding then to make them understand that, no, that's not the way you need to go. We need to go this way because we all have to be here together.
Right. Okay. All right. Definitely true words spoken there by GPS. Cortez, what is your opinion on if King was alive today, Dr. King was alive today, and he is looking around in the state of the U.S. in 2023?
He would definitely say we're still going through our growing pains. We're still going through our growing pains. To me, it really boils down to just continue doing what we're doing and try not to make the same mistakes we keep making over and over again.
Okay.
Because we're going to make mistakes. We're going to make mistakes because we're still a young country. People fail to realize we are still a young country. We are still developing. We have our growing pains. Yes, racism is still alive. It's still alive and kicking. The only way we can do is just keep carrying on, and hopefully my daughter's generation, my great-great-great-great-grandkids will not have to deal with a lot of the bullshit that goes on out here.
Very true, very true. And if anybody within the Philadelphia region wants to get involved and do some volunteer work. That, like we said before, there's a lot of opportunities to volunteer and celebrate within Philly. You can go to phillymag.com. They have a list of various different locations where you can go, from neighborhood cleanups to an MLK Day at the museum, at the American Revolution, the Constitutional Center, you name it. There's a list there for everybody to check out. So definitely do your service. It's a day in, not a day out. It's not a day off. So do your best and try to volunteer during this weekend, and if not specifically on King Day itself.